It's okay to be vulnerable. As a matter of fact, it is one of the bravest things you can do. In this day and age, a lot of room is given to emotions, yet we are still struggling with the stigma that allowing yourself to be vulnerable, opening yourself up to either disappointment, hurt, or other negative feelings or situations is something that we shouldn't do. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people on Twitter, in the creator sphere, or just in life in general, who have decided to adopt this attitude of not opening themselves up anymore, going by the logic that I have been hurt before and I will not allow myself to be hurt again for a period of time. This is of course an okay fail-safe, a sort of mechanism to protect yourself while you are dealing with the negative fallout of the previous time you dared to be vulnerable. But therein lies the true value, the true bravery of allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You dare to be vulnerable, my friends. You dare to open yourself up to the world, to other people, to disappointment. You dare to show yourself without armor on. Like me, for example, this year has been extremely hard for me. My mom has cancer. It is most likely untreatable, and she will most likely die relatively soon. And that has been incredibly difficult for me to deal with. But by daring to be open about how much that just sucks, I have been met with such incredible care and kindness, both by my friends and also by complete strangers. And my relationships have improved on account of the fact that I trusted the people around me enough to be vulnerable around them. So not only is vulnerability something that we owe to ourselves in order to open ourselves up to the world around us and the experiences we could have if we just dared to take our proverbial armor off, it is also something that we owe to our friends. Because if we can't be vulnerable to our friends, is that friendship really that strong? It is also exceptionally important, my friends, to allow ourselves to be vulnerable in order to be honest with ourselves, in order to be honest about what we fear, what angers us, what disappoints us, what is the reason why we feel hurt when our vulnerability is met with aggression or any sort of inconsideration. By knowing our vulnerabilities, by knowing how we react to hurt, we also learn to know ourselves. So please, my friends, remember that it is not weakness to be vulnerable. It is not weakness to take off your armor, spread your hands wide, and invite the world in. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable is one of the ultimate acts of bravery you can do in your day-to-day life. And more often than not, it will lead you to a deeper understanding, appreciation, and satisfaction with life in general and your relationships around you. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your friends, and you owe it to the world as well. Because a world where we all dare to be vulnerable is a world I would love to see one day. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked this video, subscribe, comment, all that regular stuff. And I will see you next time. Stay fantastic, stay amazing, but most importantly, stay kind. Goodbye, my friends.